Tour de Fleece 2025. I've got plans. I have all this wonderful Sari Silk. Sari Silk is actually recycled silk from Sari Fabrications. Isn't it cool? The beautiful Indian colors recycled. I mean, who would throw this stuff away? Look at this. Look at the colors. I won't spin that all into one skein. I will separate them into different color schemes. And to give it a little more per skein, I'm gonna add my hand-dyed mulberry silk. And I also have this undyed silk I will use. So let me show you the color combinations I thought would look nice. Let's start with the bright color combination. I also have this silk muga top, which goes really well with the Sandstorm Sarisilk, combined with the grayish blue hibiscus dye I did, and the white mulberry silk. Gonna combine that all together. Will be between 200 and 300 grams. Also, if my hand-dyed silk will not keep its color, it doesn't matter because it just gets brighter and then it blends in with the Sandstorm Sarisilk color perfectly. I like this combination. It looks very summery, light. Then with the rest of the color, let's stay in the RGB world. All you that make videos know what RGB is. RGB is a color space for digital colors, not CMYK like print. We are in RGB here. Let's start with the R. It's a little more pink, but there is some red in there, and if I card it, it's gonna be nice. Sarisilk Botany, from a mix called Botany. Sarisilk Confetti. Reddish dye. Mulberry silk. It's so vivid. I can't wait. I mean, that's also a reason why I need a white background, you know? When you have white backgrounds, the color pop. Don't you think that looks great? What if I had all clutter behind me that wouldn't coordinate with the colors I show you now? It would bother me. Next is the green. Cauldron Sarisilk, Botany Sarisilk, Safflower Mulberry Silk, Safflower Hibiscus Mulberry Silk. And the blue. Blue Sarisilk, I don't know its name. Somebody presented me that and I didn't look it up what it goes for. And my blue hibiscus dye. You want to see it all at once? So I will have to do each week one pile. I can do it. Can I do it? I can do it. My challenge with this is that I have never spun or carded Sarisilk. I have no idea how it feels. I haven't even tested it now. Maybe I don't like it. Maybe it's gonna be clumpy. It feels a little clumpy. And it gets all uneven and stuff, and that probably is the charm of it. That's what I think will happen. Clumpy and uneven, but maybe not. That's my challenge. I've never tried it and I can't wait because I think recycled things are just the coolest ever. Also, the other challenge is the amount. This is 200 to 300 grams per pile. You know, could be a kilo, around a kilo altogether. I haven't weighed it yet. For a month, for me, that's a lot because I don't really have all that much time. But you know, this is a race, right? It's a race. I gotta do it. Also, the other challenge is the first week of Tour de Fleece. I am in vacation with my kids in the Italian part of Switzerland, and I don't have all that time. I can't bring my spinning wheel, so I will drop spindling the first week, which is really not as fast, but I will do it wherever we are. If we're in the bus or at the lake bathing, I will be there with the drop spindle. Yeah. What I have to add, I couldn't care less about Tour de France. I really don't care. It's great when people drive a bike. I wish the whole world would be full of bikes and not cars. I don't have a car. I don't even know how to drive a car. I have a bike, but not the bike gear things. But I couldn't care more about Tour de Fleece. Now that is cool. I was all in the Indian mood, even music-wise, because of the Sari Silk. But the Mulberry Silk originates in China, I think. So I put on a Chinese vibey top to honor that country as well. Here is the music. And to blend those two fibers, I might card it with drum carder, which I think will not work as good as I want it to work, because my drum carder has 72 ppsi and my hand carders have 190 ppsi. They're made for cotton and other thin fibers. I guess for silk it will work too. I've never used it for silk. And I will make tiny little samples, like 4-gram samples, and just spin it up to see how well it works. Also, I think if it's hand carded and real fluffy, the clumps in the Sari Silk, if you look at this, it's very clumpy. They will loosen up a bit and I will be able to spin a more even thread, because I want the yarn to be very smooth and as even as possible, which I really think is going to be difficult. I mean, even if I pull here, there's already clumps coming out. And so I will have to prepare it very well. And then probably do really, draw it really short, which is a pain, because if you do a lot of spinning, you just want to go into the long draw. So I probably have to do real short draw. What I'm excited about is that by the end of this month, I'm gonna definitely know this fiber. And I plan to use it more mixed with wool and or alpaca, because I just love that there's so much texture and color-wise. I don't like clumps. Well, sometimes I like clumps, but right now I want smooth silk yarn for summer tops. I want to crochet or knit nice, flat, simple summer tops with a little sheen to it, which the Mulberry Silk adds. Or at least I think the Mulberry Silk will add that sheen that the Sari Silk doesn't have quite as much. It has a sheen, but not as much sheen as the Mulberry Silk. Oh, and by the way, in my closet I also found that tiny little piece of yellow Sari Silk. So I took out the yellow mix out of the green mix. Instead, I decided to, I'm changing plans already, I'm sorry. Instead of the yellow in this mix, I decided to put a little bit of white in here. Not too much, because I don't want it to become too gray with the black, because white and black is gray. And with the yellow and the black, I thought it would get more brownish, but with white it will definitely get gray. But if I just add a little, I think it's not going to be too bad. The green is still, since the green is so vivid, it will still be a greenish yarn, I believe. Let's see, maybe it turns out totally gray with some green speckles, which would be fine for me too. I like gray with green speckles. Anyway, this is the new mix, and then a little yellow also, which is not part of the RGB, but there can be an outsider also. And I love yellow. What I also want to do is leave some Sari Silk of each color separate and not blended and spin it by itself, so I have a darker version and a pure Sari Silk version of each skein, also for accents or borders or stuff like that. Thank you so much for sitting with me through my whole color thing. Please come back to see how I prepare the silk fiber, either carding or hand carding or blending board. I have a blending board too. That will be possible. I'll see you soon. Oh, check out more stuff too.